Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the play And Inspector Calls by J.B. Priestley, and more specifically about some of its most memorable quotes and key characters. If you've never read or seen the play, don't worry, because I'm going to give you a brief introduction about this. And Inspector Calls is a play or a drama that was first performed in 1945, and it takes place in 1912 in the home of the wealthy Burling family. The family is celebrating the engagement of their daughter Sheila to a young businessman named Gerald Croft when an unexpected visitor arrives, Inspector Gould. The inspector starts questioning each family member about their involvement in the suicide of a young working-class woman called Eva Smith, and the consequences of their actions gradually unravel. The play is a critique of class privilege, social responsibility, and human interconnectedness. Firstly, there's the inspector's statement, where the inspector says the following: "We don't live alone. We are members of one body. We are responsible for each other." This quote encapsulates the play's central message that we're all connected and that our actions have consequences beyond ourselves. The inspector is trying to make the Burlings realize that they're not just individuals with their own concerns and interests, but part of a larger society that needs to be accountable for its treatment of others. Another quote that stands out is from Mr. Burling himself, the head of the family, who says, "A man has to make his own way, has to look after his family." This quote reflects Burling's capitalist and individualistic mindset, which the play criticizes. Burling is more concerned with his own reputation and status than with the welfare of his employees or the less fortunate. His attitude is contrasted with the inspector's emphasis on social justice and collective responsibility. Now, one more quote that's worth mentioning here is that from Sheila, who says, "But these girls aren't cheap labor, they're people." Now, this quote shows how Sheila has evolved throughout the play, from being a naive and privileged girl to a more compassionate and aware person. Sheila realizes that her own ignorance and prejudice contributed to Eva Smith's tragedy, and that she needs to acknowledge her responsibility and change her behavior. Speaking of characters, let's briefly discuss some of the main ones here. We've already mentioned Mr. Burling, who represents upper class, arrogance, and blindness. His wife, Mrs. Burling, is similarly snobbish and complacent and is in charge of a women's charity that denies Eva Smith of help. Their son Eric is a heavy drinker and womanizer who initially denies his involvement in Eva's story, but later he confesses. Gerald Croft, the fiancé of Sheila, is a smooth and charming man who has a secret relationship with Eva. And finally, the inspector. Inspector Gould, who is a mysterious and imposing figure that seems to know more than he reveals. Overall, An Inspector Calls is a play that still resonates today, despite being almost a century old. Its themes of social justice, moral responsibility, and interconnectedness of humanity are universal and timeless. I hope you've enjoyed this brief overview, and I encourage you to read or watch the play if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.